Over the past few years, the number of mythic bees in the game has grown. It all originally started with the OG3, but it slowly grew as Onnit added the fuzzy bee and then the buoyant and precise bees. Well, recently, Onnit has just hinted that there will be a new mythic bee coming to the game. So in this video, I'll be explaining a theory on what this bee will be and when it will come out. Okay, so let's start off. What in the world is this bee going to be? Now, there is a lot of different things that this could be, but I've kind of narrowed it down to a few certain things. First of all, I strongly believe that this bee is going to be a white bee, specifically because every other hive color already has two types of mythic bees. For the blue hives out there, you have tadpole and buoyant bees. For all the red hives, you have spicy and precise bees, but for the white hives, we just have vector bees. You could argue the point that white hives also have fuzzy bees, but I mean, every hive needs fuzzy bees. And also, white has been kind of dying lately. There's not that many white hives, and so Onnit definitely needs to boost them, so I feel like, yes, he might add a new mythic white bee in the future just to balance it all out. But now, what in the world is this bee going to be? Now, you might think there is no possible way I could even remotely get close to guessing what this is. And you're kind of right, but we do have a few theories. So, a long time ago, I'm pretty sure this was like back a few Beesmases ago, Onnit summoned a mythic meteor shower, you know, like he'll just randomly put one in the game. So it said, purple rock bee from outer space has summoned a mythic meteor shower. This was just kind of like, you know, rock bees from space, mythic meteors from space. But some people were actually starting to make theories on this back then, that there would be a new cool, you know, purple rock bee. You know, the purple rock bee, hinting to the fact that it was going to be mythic because in the hive, mythic bees are purple. And so what people mostly thought is that, well, you know, purple rock bee, it's probably going to be a rock, because, you know, you got mythic meteors, those are rocks, so it's probably just going to be some sort of purple, you know, rock bee. I actually beg to differ. So I'm not thinking it's going to be a rock as in stone bee. I think it's going to be a rock as in rock and roll bee. Now hear me out. Onnit seems to add kind of like upgrades to other bees. So let me like kind of explain. Spicy bee is kind of like the upgrade from demon bee or fire bee. And then tadpole bee is kind of like the upgrade from bubble bee. And so it would honestly make sense that Onnit would add this rock and roll bee as an upgrade to kind of like the music bees, which is something that white hives need. All I'm gonna say is there's a lot of potential for this thing to look very, very cool. And you know, the special abilities would be something, I don't know, just like an electric guitar, but I think that'd be really cool because personally, I love electric guitar. But now that we've covered the what, now we're gonna cover the when. So Onnit just kind of states in the future. We don't know when that is, except for in the future. So I do have a few theories on when this could be. Now for starters, I was originally just gonna say, well, he's gonna add it in Beesmas because all the other mythic bees were added in Beesmas. And then I remembered Fuzzy Bee. Now, Fuzzy Bee, if you didn't know, was actually not added during Beesmas. It was in like some random update. It was like completely random. This was kind of the update where pollination was added. So this kind of throws me off because it's like, well, it could come during Beesmas, or there's a slight chance that it gets added at literally any other point of time in the year. But then I also realized Onnit only updates once a year, so it actually probably is going to come during Beesmas. So now, which Beesmas? Well, Onnit did say that he is going to move on to a new game, sadly, and I'll cover that in another video. But basically, we only have a few Beesmases left that actually include new content. And so I feel that in the time it takes Onnit to add these new things, we probably have at max 2 more Beesmases, with luck 3. So this entire video in a nutshell, there's going to be a rock and roll bee, that's a white bee, and also it's going to come in, you know, 1 to 2 years. Keep in mind, this is all just a theory, but Onnit is always leaking more new things. So if you want to be notified when more information for this cool new mythic bee comes out, I suggest you subscribe because I'll be making a video on it as soon as it happens. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.